Welcome. My name is Thomas Leckford, aka Taxman88. I'm here to share in this video the next lesson inside lesson 1, week 1 scenarios. And so I'm using Drake software. That's the go-to software we'll be using during the upcoming tax season unless you decide to go another route. I'll be using Drake, and also give you all a chance to check out my tax prep office software just for the hell of it. So in this one, you have Lora Nelson. She has 2 kids, W-2, 29 interest income of $37. And so the additional information that you need will be emailed to you shortly, along with the videos that'll go with this. As far as these lessons, these videos will be emailed to you, listed under unlisted, meaning the only person who can watch it will be you, because it's been sent directly to you as unlisted. So on the website, on my YouTube channel, you won't be able to view it from there because it's unlisted already. So if I email it to you as unlisted, then you're the only one be able to watch it because you're the one I sent it to in the first place. So these 5 videos will be coming through email because I don't want to clog up my platform with so many different videos, and so I'll probably be doing a playlist as well on my YouTube site sometime going into August, but you'll get more information on that as it develops. So we're going to get started. Like I said, I'm already signed in to the software. The clients are already done, and so I'm basically just going to log in and show you what I did and prepare to return. So Lora Nelson is next. Hit open. It's always the personal information page. That's standard. Those questions again, dealing with foreign accounts and cryptocurrency and all those things are no. Hit escape to come out. They have 2 dependents. Hit item detail, open up the whole screen. So we put the dependent information in. We checked C, which means they qualify for child tax credit based on the age. Anything under 17 qualifies for child tax credit. And then we, take your time and read these questions. But for training purposes, in these modules, we'll strictly be just filling them out because we're going to have designated forms showing you how to fill out each one. That way, when you do start to do the returns, you should hopefully already know what the questions are and how to answer them correctly. So yes, no, yes. And again, on this side, residency test, anything that's checkmarked, physical document should be in your file. If you don't have a physical document, do not check mark anything on the side. Put a message inside the other box. Same for here. If you got anybody who permanently or disabled, doctor statement, some from one of these lists of this information here. If you don't have one of these things in the file, don't click it. Put a message. And so if they're disabled, you're going to click this disable button. If they're a full-time student or a student that's over 18 but under 24, you're going to click that button. And so that's how you get the acknowledgement for these type of situations based on the dependent. And then I hit the page down, go to the next one. And so like I said, anything that's clicked means that form is inside the file. And so other than that, this should be filled out. So we hit escape. Income, that interest income I told you about, $37, go right here. W-2, you're going to basically fill out what you see on the W-2 that they bring in the tax office. That's how simple it is. You're going to just type what you see, put it in, boom, come out. All the fixed signature forms, 8879, fill that out, boom, come out. This here, you want to make sure you EF selection screen. You got to click this, say ready. Well, if you don't have this selected, even though it's ready, you won't be able to process it. So you got to make sure EF selection is made right here, boom. And so you won't forget. Maybe that's the first thing you might want to come and do once you start to fill out this section, is to knock out this one first, then the PIN number, then the signature forms, where you're going to simply put the date, because they'll be signing off on them at the end. You simply put the date, they're going to sign off on them at the end. You're going to simply identification information, fill that out, boom. Yeah, I see checklist, boom. Fill that out. assistance. So if you're dealing with somebody who had a household, you got to answer these questions. Never married, not applicable, utility bills, rent, receipts, other household bills, check those things. If they receive any family support, food stamps, housing assistance, check those as well. Boom, come out of that. Like I say, miscellaneous, you're going to name, date, check this box, come out of that. So the thing is, you're going to fill out the same forms for everybody. You're just going to have different people. These forms are mandatory. You know what I'm saying? The 8879, all the disclosure forms, these forms up in here, these are mandatory for people who qualify for these situations. And so you start to do enough of these, you get familiar with filling out the forms and schedules, and you get familiar with how to get here, and here, and then you come up with your own routine on how you want to get started. You know what I'm saying? Then the first thing that opens up is this box. On this page, we fill this out first, so that's the main thing. That's the first thing that opens up once you sign in. You come out of that. Then if you got children, then you go number 2, put the kids in, knock them on out, boom. If you got interest income, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead and put that right there, knock it on out, boom. And then if you got wages, just go down the list until you finish, then you're on this side. EF selection, PIN number, disclosure forms, ID information, 8867 due diligence, prepare checklist. There's another one for people who get earned income credit. When it comes to income, you're going to hit yes. And if you're not doing self-employment, it's not applicable. You make sure that's checked. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you fill out these basic, simple forms using Drake. And these, the same way you fill these out using the software is the same way you're going to do it with the actual forms. So the actual forms that you're going to have, you're going to go to view mode. And they're right here, 1040. Boom. They're generated based on the data you put in there. This is generated based on the data. This is the pay prepare section I was telling you about in training. If you're working under me because you couldn't get your EFIN activated in time, this will be your information right here. Name, telephone number, pizza number, address, and the credentials of the company. All right here. And then that's how that works when you're working under someone else. And then the forms that generated was EIC, which is earned from credit, 8812. This was another credit they got on the tax return. Then the pay prepares due diligence checklist is important. This is the one that gets you fines and penalties if you don't do your due diligence. And so it's important. So I got a separate form, I got a separate video showing you how to fill this out. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the training is going to be customized, where all the forms and schedules are going to have its own training. That way, once you learn those forms and schedules, when it comes to putting the return together, you're just basically taking these taking forms and schedules and putting together a return out of them. And these here, we'll go through in another video, but these are some due diligence forms that create with Drake. These are different due diligence forms. There's about 5 of them that create based on people who get earned from credit. These forms generate for earned from credit clients. Then the 887 is the PIN number we talked about. Speedway, this is the client PIN number. This is my name, and this is the EFIN and my PIN number next to it. And so these are the disclosure forms right here. Right here. We make sure everybody gets a privacy policy. Everybody gets a privacy policy. Let them know we do not discuss your information with anyone. I don't care who it is. It can be Jesus Christ himself. We do not discuss your tax information with anyone. Then you'll receive the summary in the email as well as the W-2 for the scenario. Like I told you, the 1099 interest income doesn't have a form that I can generate out of the software, so you just place it right here. Taxable interest to be. That's where that's going to go on the 1040. And so this 1040 has everything that was put into the system that generated a refund of $8,120 for this client who has 2 kids and she generated $35,537 altogether. And so that's her refund she walked away with. Didn't have to do nothing special, didn't have to lie, didn't have to do anything, but just put down what you saw and answered certain interview questions and made notes about it, put it in the file to cover you, and you're good to go. And so I'll see you in the next video.